Hello, welcome to my channel. If today is your first day of watching my, you're welcome, and please do click the subscribe button below and then like and share my video, okay? And if you have subscribed, and I really thank you for your support. I really appreciate that. I appreciate all your comments in my other videos. Thank you so much for your support. Today I'm gonna be making green plantain porridge, okay? And I will introduce you now to my ingredients. This is my green plantain. I'm going to be adding just one ripe plantain, but not so ripe, okay? It's not too soft, but it's ripe. One ripe plantain or half ripe plantain will do, with 4 pieces of the green plantain. And then I'm going to be using crayfish and prawns. And then I've got my black tilapia fillets here. I got the frozen one today. I'm just going to use 2 or 3 of those and dice them in pieces, okay? And then right here I have my onion, I've got my scotch bonnet pepper, I have my red bell pepper right there, I have my plum tomato, and that's my palm oil we're going to be using today. And I've got the aromatic seasoner. If you can't find that wherever you are, if you can't find it wherever you are, you can actually use Maggi and salt. Right here in England, if you're in England, you can find that in the Afro shop, okay? And then we'll have our water leaf, and I have my ugu leaf here as well. I'm going to be using water leaf and ugu leaf today. So some people do use ugu leaf and spinach, but we're blessed in England. We'll happen to be finding water leaf in England. So if you're in Africa, you can find water leaf in the market. So if you cannot find water leaf in the market wherever you are, you can actually use spinach for this very recipe. Ugu of spinach or whichever vegetable of yours, or even green. We have that nice green in Nigeria. So I'm just going to go on ahead now and prep all those things that I have on the display. Shredded the water leaf. This is the water leaf. I've washed it properly with salt and shred them. And then this is my ugu leaf. We washed it with salt and water as well. And this is my green plantain, okay, and that ripe one. If you look closely, you can see the difference between the ripe one and the other one. So I just added one ripe one, and I've diced the red bell pepper and tomato and stuff. And this is my tilapia fillets. I've washed and chopped, cut them in cubes, if you can notice. And then this is my prawns and the crayfish. I've blended them together, and onions and scotch bonnet. So I'm gonna go on ahead now and start cooking. I'm gonna put the plantain in the pot now. Okay, I'm just sticking in the pan, no water. So I'm just gonna put 1 cup of water, not too much water, just 1 cup of water, and then put on the heat. Okay, so the heat is on 6. It's on high heat, as if you noticed. So I'm gonna add the aromatic seasoning. Okay, so just do 1 teaspoon or so. So I'm just gonna use my eyes to measure it. So there we go. So that's all I put in the plantain for now. Alright, I'm going to go on ahead now and cover the pan and bring it to boil. And once you boil plantain to boil, I'm going to put on a pan. I've put a frying pan on the heat, on a high heat. Okay, so now I'm going to put my palm oil, maybe 1 tablespoon, no, not tablespoon, 1 cooking spoon, that normal sauce spoon. Okay, you don't want too much oil. You can put as much oil as you want, but I'm just gonna be easy on the oil today. Okay, right, this will do for now. So we'll let it melt, and then if you notice, you can see it's smoking, so that makes it ready to for the onions and the other things to go in. Okay, so right now I'm gonna add the onions and the hot chili. You hear it sizzling. Sizzle. So, and then I'll give it a stir. I chopped 3 of my Scotch bonnet pepper. So if you don't really like pepper at this point, you might, start getting, oh my god, why is she putting too much pepper in her dish? Yeah, I love Scotch bonnet pepper. Trust me, I love pepper. So I cannot do without pepper. So now I'm gonna go on ahead now and add my tomato and no, not tomato yet, because we want our fish to have that. We're gonna put our fish in so that we'll have that. Not really fried, but kind of, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're gonna put our fish to kind of stir fry it in this oil. So stir fry our fish now. Just a little bit. Give it a stir, and then we'll add a little bit of our aromatic seasoner. Don't forget that we put some in the plantain, so we're gonna be easy on it now. So just to flavor the fish, just a dash of it with it. Okay, that's fine. So I'll give it a stir. So that's going to serve as our salt and everything, because it's quite, that aromatic seasoning is quite salty and very, very delicious if you put in a dish like this. So we let this simmer for a bit. Okay, we'll stir fry it for a bit as we're doing now. That's the fish, onions, and Scotch bonnet pepper. Yeah, we'll let it fry. We'll let it stir fry for like 5 onions. Scotch bonnet have been stir frying for 5 minutes, and don't forget to be stirring it. Okay, I've been stirring it all along. Okay, you stir fry it for 5 minutes. Okay, so right now I'm gonna go on ahead now and add my chopped deceived tomato and the red bell pepper. Okay, when you're chopping your tomato, make sure that you remove the seed and the water, the juice of the tomato right in the middle. So I deseeded my tomato first of all, so you don't have a lot of water in it. Okay, so I'm gonna be stirring it now. So stir it. We don't want to cook it for long, so we still get the nutrients the tomato and the all the veggies have. We don't want to cook it till it's dead or properly cooked or overcooked rather. Okay, so right now we're just gonna give it 2 minutes to boil up together. 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. And then it's not yet ready, so we're gonna give it a few more minutes. While we wait for it to dry, we can go on ahead now and add other of our ingredients, which is the crayfish. This is quite a lot of crayfish, okay, but I'm not gonna put it all. I'll just put like half of this. Okay, maybe three tablespoons of grounded prawns and crayfish. We're just gonna stir it. You notice the crayfish now is drying up the juice in it. Yeah. Oh, it smells beautiful. If you don't like the kind of fish I use, you can actually use mackerel. If you're in Africa, mackerel is called Titus fish. What do you call it? Yeah, Titus fish. or you can actually use the actual tilapia. We'll have tilapia in Nigeria as well, I suppose. If you don't like any kind of fish of your choice, you can actually use for this recipe. Let's see how our green plantain is doing. Okay, so I'm just gonna cook it nicely, just a few more minutes on that. Doesn't take time to cook. Once you prep all your ingredients, the food is actually ready, you know. So this bit I'm doing now is just to, you know, cook down the tomato and then and then add it on. Okay, so we just give our plantain to another 2 minutes, and then go on ahead and put the tomato and stuff on the back side, and I bring the plantain forward to enable me transfer it in the plantain. Okay, so at this point I'm just going to use my spoon to do the transferring. Okay, normally you're supposed to pour it in. I'm just going to do the bit I can. You just throw it in there. Okay, you take from the mix and put it in the plantain like that. I don't need my tripod, I'm just holding it on my hand. So okay, so make sure you sprayed it. Remember, if you think the plantain is drying up the water, you can go on ahead and add a bit of water if you want it watery. Depend on your choice actually, but I'm just trying to make it a bit thick, not too watery, not me. So I'm going to turn that in. Okay, just cut all that out and throw it in. Okay, so after this now I'm going to be using my wooden spoon to do the rest. Okay, so at this point I'm gonna just cover it for another 2 minutes for, you know, the juice of the plantain and the juice of the tomato and all the things to, you know, go right in for just 2 minutes before I give it 2 minutes. If you notice, I still have a bit of water in the plantain. See how nice it looks? So I've switched my spoon now. I'm using the wooden spoon. So I'm gonna go on ahead now and add the ugu leaf, because ugu leaf is tougher than the water leaf. And don't forget, if you're using the water leaf have a lot of water in it. So I did not squeeze my water leaf like other people. They do squeeze it out to get the water out. And if you get the water out, you got all the nutrients out. So I'm going to leave the water in. That's why I did not put a lot of water in my plantain, so that if I put the water leaf, the water won't be too much then in the dish. Okay, so we're going to stir this right in. This is actually a very, very healthy food, you know. If you don't, you have to include this in your diet. Okay, at least twice a week. It's good for children, it's good for everybody. But like, if you don't like green banana or green plantain, here they call it green banana. So if you don't like green plantain, if you try it like this, you're definitely gonna love it. So as you're turning, you make sure you're mashing it. Okay, you mash it properly, you mash it right in. Okay, you can feel the plantain squashing, so you want it to be like that porridge you want. So giving it a bit of the squash, and we don't want our vegetable to cook, you know, for so long. So once you blend the ugu leaf in properly, now you can add the water leaf. Okay, and then I still did not put any salt in it because I don't think we need salt. I'm gonna give it a taste and see how we're doing. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give it a taste and see how we're doing in salt. And I don't think that aromatic seasoner is magic. It's wonderful. It tastes beautiful as well in any dish you're using it for. I usually use it for porridge. jollof rice and stuff. I prefer Maggi in the soup. Okay, so I'm gonna go in now and mash it further, but don't mash it too much so you don't mash all the plantain up. Okay, you just want to have a bit of, you know, plantain you can be chewing as well. Look at that, this is wonderful, very, very nutritious meal. Wow. Yes guys, before I forget, please guys, if you're watching me doing all this and you've not subscribed, please do press the subscribe button and subscribe and like my video, share it as well, and leave a comment. Okay, I really appreciate that. Just subscribe. Okay, yeah, so we're now gonna taste our dish and see if we actually need anything. Let me see. I'm just gonna give it a little taste. No, we don't need anything. This is beautiful. Okay, so it's actually ready, but I'm just gonna give it 2 more minutes, you know, for the water leaf to, you know, simmer properly. Then you have it. Okay, so we'll let it cook for 2 more minutes and come back to it. Okay, let's see how our porridge is doing. Wow, it's ready now. There you have it. This is our green plantain porridge. Okay, wow. Yeah, this is lovely. Well, thank you for watching, and then I hope you like this dish when you cook it. I'm just gonna put the heat off, and then please do subscribe, and then leave a comment and tell me what you think about my cooking today. Thank you again for, you know, subscribing if you're a subscriber, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Okay, and I'll see you again in my next video. Thank you.